All right, what's going on, guys? It is April 30th, 2026, Thursday. I took a long on NQ during TikTok Live tonight, and I wanted to go over that trade with you guys right about now. So, hopping into the chart, you can see this is the trade that we took on NQ. Kind of a forward test. I did not risk, I risked pretty much nothing on this. Caught 18 points, risked about 7.25. So, quick little 2.4R. And yeah, let's hop into it. So, looking at this overall picture right here, down to the 15 minute, I can see that we came in and swept out this low and then put in an SMT. So you can see, hold on, that's 4 o'clock and this is 6:45. Yeah. So you see 4 o'clock is all the way down here on ES, and 6:45 is up here. So we have an SMT. Put in this bullish SMT on the 15-minute chart and 5-minute chart. So I was like, okay. Once I seen that, we put in a 5-minute inverse, and then we would just continued bullish since then. See, we put in the 5-minute inverse, we pull back to it on this leg right here, and then we start to displace to the upside, filling this unmitigated 5-minute gap. So once I seen that we were in this unmitigated 5-minute gap, and I was like, okay, I want to see a strong inverse to give us key indication that we want to go bullish and try and take out these all-time highs right here. So what happens on, I'll mark it out real quick. What happens on this candle? We get a nice little strong closure on this candle right here above this 5-minute. So I said, okay, perfect. We just inversed to this 5-minute, this bearish 5-minute gap, and then we opened up this 5-minute gap down here. And then I said, if we go down to the, oh, sorry, real quick. If we go down to the 1-minute time frame, it's like, okay, we just put in this big swing leg to the upside. So I said, that's where the 5-minute gap's resting, and this whole swing leg has to get rebalanced before we even want to try and come sweep out these highs, and all-time highs. So, what does price do? Starts to chop up slowly, and it's just generating liquidity for us to go run after we have our pullback. We need our pullback. So, I'm like, all right, well, we have all-time highs. We have all this resting internal liquidity that we just generated over here and all up here resting before all-time highs. I'm like, all right, perfect. Now all we need is this 5-minute pullback and then more confirmation on the smaller time frame that we can go long. So we wait for our 5-minute pullback. We get our 5-minute pullback. We also take equilibrium of this range, this entire leg. Take equilibrium of this range, and we come into EQ perfectly. And then if you look at the 3-minute, we reject it perfectly. Look at the 5-minute, we reject it perfectly. And then once I see this 5-minute candle close with a nice wick on EQ, and then I see this next 5-minute candle close strong, I was like, okay, we have a 1-minute inverse fair value gap. And then I also was looking at the 30-second chart, and this whole thing was a 30-second inverse, 30-second inverse. I'm sorry. So once I see the 30-second inverse, this 1-minute inverse, we had our pullback. We had all this generated internal sell side that we swept. Okay. I'm like, all right, perfect. Now we can try and take our long up to those all-time highs. So what do? I see that we are rejecting off of this 5-minute right here. But I already know that this 5 minutes is going to get ran, and we're just going to run up to all-time highs. So what did I do? I was like, all right, we put in the 30-second, we put in the 1 minute, we waited for a 5-minute pullback. Everything's perfect right now. I'm like, all I need more is a little bit more confirmation. So what do we get? We get change of state and delivery right here on this candle. So we have our change in state now. And then if we take this leg to that high, you can see, which I already had that fib there, you can see 0.5 EQ right here. We wick out of it on this candle, and then we wick out of it on this candle. So once I seen that, I was like, all right, this doji doesn't matter. This hammer candle, whatever you want to call it, this does not matter. Because, yeah, we might be rejecting this 1-minute inverse. We might be rejecting that 5-minute. But what happened? We already inversed this 5-minute and then just generated and left more liquidity up here to go run after our little pullback, like I said before. So I already knew that this 5 minute was gonna get ran. So once I seen this candle close, I was like, okay, this kind of just gave us a better entry to then just like because if this candle just continued to go, we would have probably just printed up into all time highs. So I like this hammer candle to close. Took my entry off of this candle here, and was literally just stop loss was at the body. Take profit was about a tick or two above all time highs. And yeah, that was the entire trade, boys. It was a pretty solid, easy trade. Um, like I said, it was kind of like a forward test. I only risked 3 micros on this, so I made like $100 on all my fundeds on this trade. So it's really nothing, like at all. Pretty much a paper trade. So yeah, boys, that was the entire trade. Make sure you guys follow my Instagram, TikTok, everything. Say it every trade recap. Follow everything. It's busy trading on everything. And yeah, boys, I go live on TikTok every single day, and I'm live in Discord every single day. So join them, follow me. Let's start praying, boys. See you next trade recap. See you next video, boys.